You're watching CalTv.
Good afternoon and welcome to CalTv. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Caselli. On today's show, we have some Cal Learning Center updates. The FLC has 3 videos for us, and Laura Hill has information about the Department 360 dashboard. Let's get started with some new and updated training content that's recently been added to the Cal Learning Center. Job aids and materials. Cal 177, Inter-Unit Asset Transfer. Cal 391C, SCO Year-End Handling of AR Deposits, Remittances and Remittance Corrections. Cal 429, Customer Contract Amendment. Cal 539, Prepaid Customer Contracts. Cal 339, Add the statewide emergency attributes to a project. And Cal 450, How to load employee option file into production have all been updated. Videos. CalTv Episode 71, October 27, 2025, and Cal Episode 72, December 11, 2025 are new. Since our last show, more than 60 online classes have been updated. You can find all of this information in emails that were sent on Friday, December 12th and Friday, January 9th. You can also log into the Cal Learning Center at the address on your screen and click on the See What's New tile to see the list of updated information. Link and login information. The FLC is limited to authorized users. Please log in using your Cal credentials. You can also access the Cal Learning Center at the address on your screen. If you have any questions, please contact the Cal Client Training section at Cal Learning Center at fiscal.ca.gov. The FLC has 3 videos for us this month. Here's number 1.
Heads up, Cal users. Get excited because the Cal Learning Center's event calendar is ready for registrations. Be sure to mark your calendars. That's right. Virtual instructor-led trainings and flipped classroom Q&A sessions are now open for enrollment. To register for a session or sign up for a course, log into the Cal Learning Center. You can access the events calendar or browse training. In addition to our virtual instructor-led trainings, we offer flipped classroom curriculums. Flipped classrooms are self-paced, fully online versions of all the content you can find in VILTs. But you can do them in your own time and at a pace that works for you. The FLC offers a number of flipped classroom courses including AP 1003 Voucher Processing and PO 1001 Requisition Functionality, and more. Make sure to follow your department's training policy prior to registering for a class. Once approved, you'll get a confirmation email with everything you need to know to access your training. So what are you waiting for? Enroll today. Spots are limited and you don't want to miss this awesomeness. If you have any questions, please submit a ticket to the Cal Service Center.
Stick around because we have 2 more FLC videos for you today. Hey, Ashley Lucas just walked in. Ashley, come on in and join us.
Hey, Jim.
Well, good to see you.
Good
Welcome
to
to
see you.
CalTv.
Wow, I feel so important.
It's good to have you back. Hey, you're here to remind us about the annual Fiscal survey. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right, Jim. I'm here to remind you about that survey. Well, you and all of our users, of course.
That's right. Well, before we get started with that, tell our users a little bit about yourself.
Well, Jim, I started here at FisCal in December of 2022, and I am the section chief for the client services section.
And you're here to tell us about the Fiscal survey.
I
Take it
am.
away.
Absolutely. You should have already received the survey link in an email from FisCal CMO. If you have not, please email fiscal.cmo@fiscal.ca.gov
Okay.
to get that link. And this survey entails 45 questions and should take less than 30 minutes to complete. So these questions regard things like the FisCal system ease of use, customer service support and satisfaction, the quality and availability of training resources, and the satisfaction of the performance of the accounting modules.
Okay. And I actually took a little time and read all of the 45 questions.
That's impressive,
How about
actually.
that? I didn't answer them, but I read them. And it seems to me that it's a great opportunity for users to express their opinions and give Fiscal a little feedback about how the system might be a little better and how good it is already.
Yes, we value the feedback from our users, and we use that feedback to try to make improvements on the system, try to make the life of our users just a little bit easier.
Well, that's what can you say about that? We both know that customer service is one of the top priorities here at Fiscal.
Absolutely, Jim.
And tell me and us, when is the survey due?
Well, it's pretty close. If you've already completed this survey, thank you so much for your input. If not, the survey does close tomorrow, January 30th. So I hope you have that done, or at least started. Thank you so much. But you know what, Jim?
Tell me.
The FLC has another video for us, and here it is.
Let's take a look.
As the sun sets on 2025, let's take some time to reflect on all the learning opportunities offered in the FLC. This year, we created an ocean's worth of training content, job aids, videos, curriculums, online classes. Let's dive in and celebrate the incredible progress made. The Cal Learning Cetner tackled 60 virtual instructor-led training and flipped class Q&A classes with 1,057 attendees. Ready for this? We crafted 8 new and 42 updated job aids. That's a whole treasure trove of knowledge. This year we created 12 videos. Wow. Let's not forget the massive wave of curriculums. We launched 2 brand new and 60 updated curriculums this year. Think of them as the ultimate beach reads for your brain. We've got more waves of fun with online classes. We've launched a whopping 76 new and 384 updated online classes that can be accessed at any time virtually. Isn't that awesome? But don't pack up your beach towels yet. New classes and content are constantly being added throughout the year. Want to stay in the loop? Subscribe to our email list. You wouldn't want to miss all that helpful info. Sign up for our upcoming classes and join the fun. Keep riding the wave with us into a whole new year of training adventures. Thank you for an incredible 2025. Here's to more sunrises, sunsets, and incredible learning achievements in 2026.
Laura Hill has some Department 360 dashboard info for us today. Laura, welcome back to Fiscal TV.
Thanks for having me again, Jim. The Department 360 dashboard has several tiles to utilize. Today, we're going to focus on the month-end close dashboard. This tool allows departments to track their progress and closure for their month-end close activities. Your department end users with the GL Reporter Viewer role will have access to the Update This dashboard. This tool gives your department, Fiscal, and the Department of Finance a 360 view of your department's month-end close status. To navigate to the Department 360 tool, log into the PeopleSoft tool using your normal login process. Click on the Department 360 tile. Once you're here, you're going to enter your business unit. and click Search. The first tile that you see on this dashboard will have your month end close dashboard. You're going to click on that tile. And once that opens up, you're going to see a series of green, yellow, and red lights. The green light means you're 100% closed for the month. The yellow is anywhere between 25 and 90%. This means you're in progress in its various stages within the month-end close process. The red lights indicate that that period is not yet open for you to process. So now we're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive into this. We're going to click on the link for the self-reporting tool, MEC Status. Once you're in here, you have a few different ways you can search. For today's purpose, I'm just going to go between all periods of 1 and 12. Once that opens up for you, there are several different ways you can click on it. So you can skip between months, or you can just start at the very top. We're going to start at the very top today. The first tab here has your MEC percentage complete. It also has a place for you to update your status, and this will be from in progress to have an issue, not applicable, not started, or on hold. You can also use the note section for your department individually. This is personalized for your department and your access. You can update each section one at a time, or you can use several and select all at the same time to update. It also has last updated by, last updated date and time for your reference. At the very bottom, there is the next in list. So if you're looking at from one period to the next, you can just click the next in the list and it will bring open the next period in that series. The next tab we're going to take a look at is your MEC detail statuses. On this page, it gives you a little more information as to what needs to be completed for each separate section. To click all of them, you can click the View All, and it will scroll down here. So you can see that all of these different tiles and sections have the ability, again, for you to use the drop-down for each individual item to mark an in progress, there's an issue, not applicable, not started, or on hold. In addition, there is the note section or the incident number, if you have one, and an incident date. The next tab we're going to take a look at is your References tab. This tab is a great resource for you to see all the different queries that you will need throughout your month-end close process. There is also a reference to fiscal.09009 job aid. And that link will take you right into the month-end close process. The last tab we're going to take a look at is the reconciliation by fund. This tab is not available yet because we're still in the month-end close process and will be available at year end. Once we come to year end, you're going to click the refresh, and all your funds that you will submit to SEAL will load in here for you. It will have the fund, description, your status, notes, last updated by date and time. This will help you in your year-end close activities as well. Please refer to Job Aid Fiscal.416, How to Use the Fiscal Department 360 tool, and Fiscal.335, Online Month-End Closing Reporting Tool, and Fiscal.009 run the month-end close process. And the last thing I want to share is the month-end close playbook can be found in the Cal Learning Cetner.
Laura, thanks again for the information about the Department 360 dashboard. Obviously, it's a very important tool.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
Right. And I'm sure some of our viewers know that you are in charge of the relations coordinators.
I think a lot of them do, yeah.
Yeah. And I understand you have a couple of new ones on your team.
We do. We have 2 new relations coordinators that started in the fall, and they're getting up to speed with all the different onboarding activities that we have going on right now.
And let's talk a little bit about that for the people that don't know that we still are onboarding departments to Fiscal, correct?
Yes, we are. We have several departments right now. We have 2 departments that were deferred that are currently being onboarded. And we're also working on projects for new departments that are going to be established in the new fiscal year.
And without giving any secrets away, the departments that are being onboarded are not your just run-of-the-mill departments. They're quite involved, correct?
Yes, these departments are the more complicated departments, and that's part of the reason why we waited. We wanted to make sure that the fiscal system was ready for these departments that are more complicated. And we meet with these departments all day, every day, to ensure that the system works best for their department needs.
And I would assume that since the system has been up and running for a little while, that it's more conducive for departments to come into the system as well.
Yes, it is. The system is very mature now. It's very established. Most of the big milestones that needed to have been accomplished have been. Of course, there's constantly enhancements going on to the system to ensure it is the most up-to-date and current process for each department.
And just out of curiosity, how far out, year-wise, will we still be onboarding departments?
There is a bill in place that says any department that can be in the fiscal system be on fiscal no later than 2032.
2032. So if my math is quickly done, that's 6 years.
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, I want to thank you again for the Department 360 info. And I want to also thank you personally for being a great RC boss, because this is my boss, or at least one of them, and she does a great job. Thanks again for being with us.
Thank you so much, Jim. It's a pleasure being here.
Here's the final FLC video for us today.
Configuration, modification, request form for allocations. A configuration modification request, or CMR, is your key to ensuring allocations are processed accurately for the new fiscal year. Prior to the new fiscal year, every department should review their allocation configurations. If any changes are needed, a configuration modification request, CMR form, should be submitted, and, if needed, an allocation configuration request template, which details the changes that are requested. Key information: refer to Cal Service Center, FSC CMR package for instructions on how to submit the form. The CMR form is required before any changes to your department's allocation configurations can be completed. Department end users submit these change requests through a ticket to the FSC with the CMR form that's been approved by their department. The ticket will be assigned to Fiscal's Data Analysis Reporting section, who will create and update the department's allocation groups and/or steps on the department's behalf based on details in the CMR form and/or the configuration templates. Submit a ticket to FSC for any additional assistance. The CMR form is required before any changes to your department's allocation configurations can be completed. Before submitting a CMR, preparation is key. Gather your financial data, including budget forecasts and prior year allocations. The departmental authority designee at each department must request appropriate roles through Identity Self-Service. To find the Cal Service Center CMR package and instructions on how to fill out the form, go to the Fiscal website, fiscal.ca.gov. Click the User Support button. click the Cal Service Center button. Under the Additional Resources heading, you will click the Configuration Modification Request Package hyperlink. You will log in with your Cal login, then be taken to the End User Resources page. Located on the right side of the page under the Attachments section, you will find related forms and job aids. Once your department has approved your CMR, the department end users submit changes to the allocation configurations through a ticket to the Cal Service Center. From there, Cal will create and update the department's allocation groups based on details in the CMR form and/or the configuration templates. For additional assistance, please submit a ticket to the Cal Service Center. Resources such as the CMR forms and instructions can be located in ServiceNow. Please refer to the following resources for additional context and related information to the CMR process. Job Aids, Cal 001, General Ledger Spreadsheet Journal Upload, Cal 008, Create and Maintain Allocations, Cal 098, Create Statistics Journal, and the ALLC 1001 Curriculum. Allocations Configuration, Processing, and Troubleshooting. Reminder, before the new fiscal year, departments must review allocation configurations and submit a configuration modification request form, along with an allocation configuration request template if changes are needed. Want to learn more? Visit the Cal Learning Center. For all other questions, contact the Cal Service Center.
Thanks to the FLC for this month's videos. Remember, you can watch them again when we post this episode of Cal TV to our YouTube channel in a couple of days. That's our show for today. I'd like to thank Ashley Lucas and Laura Hill for being with us. A special thanks to the FLC for the 3 videos they provided. And as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you would like to see this or any of our Cal TV episodes, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to let your colleagues know about us. And from everyone here at Cal TV, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in February for our next episode of Cal TV.